70s on 7 asks you to pause for a moment of 8-track tape hiss. Ah, that was nice.
Good morning, everybody. Let me give it like another minute just to allow people to join. Thank you all for being on time. I'm going to give it just another minute here to allow for a couple of people to join us. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start our message from our friend Tom Ferry.
Are routines that actually create doubt, lack, limitation, no energy, uncertainty. More of the same is just going to get you more of the same. Like the wonderful book that Marshall Goldsmith wrote many years ago, the hook of the whole book is like, what got you here won't get you there. So you and I, we talk to people all day, every day, right? Like that's the business that we're in. We're trying to help people identify their problems and create solutions for them. That's what we do, right? So I talk to people all the time when they say to me, look, I'm really struggling here, or this isn't working, or that isn't working, or I just feel like this is my favorite. I just feel like I'm in a rut. Like things just aren't going my way. Every time I hear that, I ask just one question. How are your routines? What routines did you used to do that you're no longer doing? Or are the routines that you're in producing a similar result? Are you drinking too much at night? Are you not getting enough rest? Are you not going to the gym in the morning? These types of routines are routines that actually create doubt, lack, limitation, no energy, uncertainty, versus the things that we know that when we do the thing, we get the power. How many times do we have to say that? The bottom line is this, like, if you're right now watching this video in one of the single greatest economies we've seen in a long time, coming way out of the V, if you're not getting the kind of results you want right now, check your routines. That's the simple answer. Check your routines, because whatever you do repeatedly over and over, it becomes your reality. So check your routines. What got you here won't get you there.
All right, good morning, everybody. Let me go to my, so just to follow up with what Tom was saying there, a quote from Theodore Roosevelt that says, far and away the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. And I think that what we do, right, isn't that work worth doing? I can't tell you, at this point, I've represented some of my clients 2-3 times on purchases, and I'll tell you, you could see that they've built wealth over the years, and it really makes a difference in the quality of their life, different things. I even remember one client that came to me once that just wanted to rent, and I said, you qualify to own a home. And it was that time, I want to say probably 2012, 2013, where a house in, let's say, Downey, maybe like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath was going for about $250, $280, something like that. And she bought a house, and then unfortunately, like a year later, she was diagnosed with cancer, and then probably passed a year after that. And but her only child, her only son, inherited that home, and he had a place to live for years to go. And they locked in a great price and a very low payment. And so had I not suggested that they buy, they probably would have still been renting, or he'd be renting something now. So just it's good work that we do, guys. And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of buyers right now, so you need to really take advantage of that. And of course, if you get a listing, then you have gold in your hands, because definitely it's a hot market. So let's go on to making a deal. Does anybody have a new listing they want to pitch? Any buyers that you're working with? Anybody? No? Okay. Let's go to the MLS. I believe we only have one listing. Let me go there. And it is the Morales team. And it's Elmfield. We've seen this one before. It's in the Park Estates in Long Beach, over by the university. They're asking 1.2, and it does need some work. I think I've shown it to you guys before, but let's take a quick look again. In a great neighborhood, but like I said, it does need some work here and there. So if you have anybody looking in this price range in this neighborhood, please reach out to Eduardo Morales. I also have, let me close this out. I also have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath going on the market in Downey. We're doing pictures, I believe Thursday, and then we will hit the market on Tuesday, the 19th. So if you have a buyer, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, with 2 extra bonus rooms that are not included in the square footage. It's about 1,400 square feet in the city of Downey, and the price is going to be $649, which they just sold a 3-bedroom, 1-bath turnkey, a flip, for $685. So I think we're pretty competitive at our price, even though ours doesn't have all of the upgrades, but definitely a lot of space there. So if you have a buyer for Downey, please keep me in mind. Anybody else have a listing or a buyer that you'd like to share? All right, I'll move on to the next thing. So congratulations, everybody. We've got 16 pending in escrow. Christine Bandy, Cecilia Guthrie, Renee Nava, Don and Carey, Rosie Melgoza, Mo, Christina Furneaux, Angie Sandoval, the Morales team. And that's about it. The Morales team with, what is that, 4 escrows there? Or am I, yeah, 4 escrows. So congratulations to all of you. Great work. Keep it up. I think it's only going to get better. I was talking to somebody on Sunday, and she goes, "Hey, I'm looking to buy a house. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta let somebody in here." Okay. So they're like, "Hey, we want to buy a house, and we're thinking, somewhere in the 300 range." I go, "There are no homes in California for 300." But anyways, they were talking about, driving out kind of far and maybe about 2 hours away. So there are things in that price range, but yeah, the reality is, you guys already know, probably your lowest price home out in our area is probably in the 600 or 700. So congratulations to the closed escrows. We are 13 days in, and you guys, we're on the second quarter, so it's time to really step it up. We did really great on the first quarter. As you guys remember, we were the #1 office for the quarter and the #1 office for the month of March. So congratulations to you all. On your 5 closed escrows, congratulations to Eduardo, Miguel Guzman, Angie Sandoval, and Feng and Nancy. Congrats to you guys. Great work. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going. There's a lot of business out there. So another thing I wanted to run by you guys, I know that we mentioned this last week, but just again, congratulations to the top 35 winners in our office. Feng and Nancy, the Morales team, Christina Furneaux, and Marjorie Tyson. We will see you all, what is it, probably a month from today at the Hilton Waterfront Beach Resort. So if you haven't, to you 4 parties there that are going to be receiving an award, please RSVP with Bonnie. And if you'd like to get a room, you could contact her as well. She's got like a discounted rate. So please keep that in mind. If you haven't RSVP'd yet, please do so. And then just a little reminder, our agent of the month for last month of March, Christina Furneaux with 6 sides and 3.725 million in production. So congrats to her again. All right, the man of the hour, John Greer. Are you there?
I'm here. I was just unmuted. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, that's awesome, and I think Christy Rye usually gets a room there, so you guys can all stay with her and her husband, right, Christy? Yeah, she may have stepped out. Anyway,
No, I'm here. Absolutely. Everyone's welcome. The more the merrier, right, John?
Wait, but we could spend the night though, or?
Oh yeah, Max loves to spoon.
well, listen, on that happy note, I just had a little something follow up with Prop 19, Benny, and it's from CAR, and I didn't realize this. So, you know, Prop 19 is that new tax carryover to the new property, and we've talked about that. But what I didn't know, and this kind of surprised me a little bit, or just opened my eyes, was that as part of Prop 19 implementation process, State Board of Equalization has created several new forms and made them available to all county assessors across the state. These forms will enable a homeowner to claim the tax savings and advantages under Prop 19. But as of yet, not every assessor has incorporated the forms into their systems and made them publicly available. It's anticipated that all assessors will do so shortly. In the meantime, it's important to realize that the tax savings under Prop 19 do not depend upon the immediate availability of these forms. The short delay in filing a claim for tax benefits under Prop 19 will not impair the right of a homeowner to tax savings under Prop 19. So, I mean, this isn't going to be for everybody anyway, but just a heads up for you guys to know that there are forms that have to be turned in when they're transferring titles. So I'm thinking that this could happen where they aren't available, and then they would have to file after closing. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. I haven't checked if LA County, Orange County, Riverside County has it or not implemented yet. So just a heads up. I just wanted to get that out there, and that's it, Benny. That's all I had this morning.
All right, thank you for sharing that. Good information that you should bring to your clients. Just another thing to be in front of them, another point. So thank you, John. All right,
Okay,
Mr. Money.
can I say hi?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, since he's talking about my favorite subject, and that is Prop 19,
Yes.
guys, if you want to give us a call, Keegan and myself are very well versed with Prop 19. So, if the form isn't available, it's okay. The assessor's office, they know that they're all scrambling to try to put this together. You will not be penalized. The sale has to occur first, then you fill out the Prop 19 form. So you sell your primary. You don't do the form yet because you have to acquire your replacement property. And after you acquire the replacement property, believe it or not, you have up to 2 years to get the form in. Now, what will happen is if you wait that long, they're going to reassess you at your current market value, but then they'll do an adjustment once you send that form in. So, it's always good to get it to the assessor's office as soon as possible, but you can't do it until you buy your replacement property. And we are actually doing a training on this tomorrow morning at the Downey office. And if you guys would like to jump on, we'd love to have you. It's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. be our guest, and we can email Benny the link. The more the merrier. Kind of like my hotel room with my husband. Just kidding. My honey bunny, he's just such a giver. But you know, Benny, I don't think he would mind sharing his bed with you if you really needed it. Okay, or John. He loves you guys.
Got it. Thank you. You know,
You're welcome.
I'm actually making a weekend out of it. I already got a room for 2 nights, so I'm really excited. It'll be a little getaway. So
Good for you.
all right, Joe Coy. But hey, you never know. I might crash your party. Joe Coy.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
So we'll start off an update on rates. We saw a little bit of an improvement today on FHA. You're looking at about 2.875. On VA, you're looking at about 2.75. Conventional conforming loan amount about 3.0, and a high balance conventional loan about 3.125. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a new change from Fannie and Freddie. So this came about from FHFA, which is like a governing body of Fannie and Freddie. And they want to cap the number of second home and investment properties that are sold to Fannie and Freddie to 7% of their overall loan portfolio. So there's a couple of ways that lenders are, trying to limit the number of second home and investment property loan originations or closings that they're doing at their companies. And the way that they're doing this is by adding what's called loan level price adjustments. So, anytime when we're determining the interest rate that we can offer to somebody, there's different factors that go into that, right? FICO score, loan to value, occupancy, property type, etc. And they're going to be increasing the loan level price adjustment for second home and investment properties. Essentially, what that means is higher interest rates on second homes and investment properties, discouraging people to finance these types of purchases using your standard conventional loans, Fannie and Freddie. So I think we're going to see more of these loans going to some of our non-QM partners or portfolio loans, loans that aren't being sold to these agencies. It essentially gives these other companies an opportunity to compete a little bit better on rate. Usually with your non-QM loans, portfolio loans, usually they're charging a higher interest rate than Fannie or Freddie loans because there's less liquidity. There's no government-sponsored entity behind those loans. We haven't seen an increase on our rate sheet yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does come down the road here pretty soon. Another thing that lenders are doing is limiting the number of loans that they'll finance for any one borrower. So for instance, Fannie will allow for up to 10 financed investment properties, right? 10 financed properties. But mortgage lenders can put overlays in place. So they can say, well, we'll only fund 4 loans for any individual borrower. I think you're going to see a lot more of that happening because these loans don't want to get, or these mortgage companies don't want to get stuck with loans that they can't sell to Fannie and Freddie because it's very expensive. Another change I wanted to alert you guys about is CalHAFA on one of their down payment assistance programs. It's their silent second mortgage. It's referred to as My Home. That one has an interest rate and it's currently 2%. And starting on April 19th, any loans that are locked in with the California Housing Finance Agency on April 19th or after that date, the interest rate will be decreasing from 2% to 1%. Now this money, their My Home or their ZIP product, that money needs to be repaid when you sell, refinance, or pay off the first mortgage. The zero interest program has a 0% interest rate. That's what it stands for, the name. But their My Home program currently has a 2% interest rate, and it's then going to be reduced to 1%. So some positive news for our borrowers who are looking to use down payment assistance. If you guys have any clients that are interested in down payment assistance, please let me know. There's a ton of programs out there. It's a little difficult to navigate all the different programs, but you need a mortgage lender who's well versed in it and can help explain to your clients which product is going to be the best fit for them, which one's going to help them qualify for the highest purchase price, give them the lowest interest rate, whether it be a grant, repayable second. There's just a lot of differences between these programs. That's pretty much what I got for you guys today. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything I can help with.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. All right, Christy Rye. Did you take off? She might have left. I don't see her on there. Okay. Well, at least she spoke to us a little bit, right? All right. David Seiler with Property ID. Welcome. David, are you there?
I'm there now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I just want to, number one, thank everyone for the business that you've provided. And as it appears, you guys are having a great year, and keep that going. And thank you for all that you do. First thing I wanted to do was introduce myself. You can see my contact information there above. I am the new salesperson for Orange County for Property ID. I actually live in Orange, the city of Orange, so centrally located in the territory, and am out pretty much every day working the market. So one of the first things I wanted to do was just kind of reiterate the opportunities to place orders and how that would be done for those of you that have or have not placed orders. There are about 5 options currently for you to order. The first one is you could email me directly. As you can see, there is a link in the bottom of my signature on my email as well. You can email Sammy, SAMI, at propertyd.com. She is our vice president of customer service. You can call her directly as well, or customer service, using the 800 number. We also offer a texting order system at 800-676-3001. You can go on our website directly, open an account, or you can order through Castlehead. You can have Jennifer order for you as well through escrow. So my cell phone number, which you see on there, is 714-858-2452. You can contact me at any time with that as well. One of the things that we've been doing this year is we've had our in-house attorney, Maylana, which some of you may or may not have met previously. She's doing some topics this year related to the new AB 38 fire disclosures that are now required. She's doing updates on that so that we can all familiarize ourselves with that. Some of the things that are written into that and that are going to be required over the next few months as we move in to the middle part of the year is a 6-month compliance with clearing and all of the requirements for high and at-risk fire. So you'll have to look at that. There's a map showing what's required, but there is also an opportunity, if it has not been in place for 6 months, there's an opportunity to have the buyer sign an agreement that they will bring it up to compliance with the requirements. So it's just something that we need to be aware of, that they're requiring that. Number 2, I wanted to also remind everyone of the different reports that we offer. We offer 6 different reports: environmental plus NHD, residential NHD, separate from environmental, without environmental, commercial NHD and environmental as well, and without environmental commercial, but also a renter's report, which is, I think right now it's $29. There is a requirement, and I lost my thought of the month that was in place, but there's a requirement for every rental property to have a renter report provided. If you remember the gas leaks in Porter Ranch and some other things, a lot of that has changed. So now some of the landlords are passing that cost, that $29 cost of the renter report, to the applicant applying for the rental. So it's something you also need to be aware of as well, that these things need to be disclosed now to renters as well as buyers. So other than that, I didn't have a lot. The main thing was I wanted to introduce myself, and I've been bugging Benny to do that, and he said that today was the day. So I really appreciate the opportunity to get in front of everyone, and hope that everyone continues with an awesome year. And if anyone needs me to, you can private message me, and I will put in any of those other pieces of information into the chat if anyone needs me to. Thank you, Ben.
All right, David, thank you. You know, guys, we've had the attorney from Property ID speak to us before in the past, and she shared a lot of information that other NHD companies, you know, fail to disclose or often leave out. So keep Property ID, you know, in your mind as an affiliate for our NHD services. So thank you, David, again. And now Stephanie Pagan.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. So wanted to remind you, I know we had talked about this probably last month, but the price increase that is coming, I don't see that many agents are finding it to be that big of a deal because I think they're probably figuring it's coming just because of the industry right now. But that will start now. Online price change will be effective as of Friday, but that's if you order online. So if you have and you need the old pricing, you can send me the information. I can order for you. Old pricing will be good until May 31st. And as of June 1st, the new pricing will be in full effect. Whether you call, order online, call through me, or order through me, any of that will be in full effect. So I just wanted to remind you that that is now here. I'm going to send Benny, if it's okay with you, I'm going to send you a PDF of the new brochure. And I don't know if you can blast it to all the agents for me.
Definitely.
And outside of that, like I said, I think the price went up $35. It's still, the Value Plus plan is still under $500. It's $490 now. So it's still a really decent price. I don't think it's a scary price increase at all. It's just a necessity at this point in order for us to be able to keep providing the best service that we are providing and not get stuck because of all the price increases on our side between the technicians and all the equipment we have to order. It only makes sense because obviously if a company's losing money, the service is going to be pretty strict. And I think you guys all know, if you come to me and we have a situation, for the most part, within reason, I can handle that for you. So I don't want that gray area to be taken away to where they're going to be really, strict about, little concessions like that. And I think so they, in order for that to stay the way it's been for the last so many years that we've been doing this business together, they've got to go with the market. And so as much as we all hate price increases, well, except real estate agents, right? When the housing prices go up, we all love, the real estate agents love that.
Yes.
So that's it. I think it's not a bad deal at all. And the same service, actually probably better service now. There's going to be able to be some more money being made, and we'll be able to offer you some great service like we always have been. So just wanted to remind you that that is coming as of Friday, online only. And if you need old pricing, call me or just call the 800 number. You still get the old pricing.
All right.
So any questions, you guys know how to get a hold of me. Benny, I'll send that to you. If you can blast it, that would be great. And thank you all for the continued support. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank
Hey, you guys, it's funny. Our company, rolled out at the convention, they rolled out the IQ, and then they also rolled out something called the loyalty gap. And they're talking about the percentages of your clients and their loyalty towards you, depending on how you stay in touch with them. And I can't stress this enough to you guys. Over the years, having a good and loyal team. What do I mean by that? I mean Stephanie Pagan, I mean Christy Rye, I mean David. You want to, like Stephanie said, if you have an issue, she will go to bat for you. Now, if you only give her every other home warranty, or the last time you gave her a home warranty was 10 years ago, and you were giving it to another company, and then all of a sudden you go, hey, I just ordered a home warranty and I need a new water heater because it blew out. Steph's going to be like, come on, I mean, she probably will still go to bat for you, but if you've been giving her your business for the last 14 years, like I have, then she will go and bat for you. And you could ask Christy Rye, same thing with her. For the last 13 or 14 years, she's been my title rep, and that never changes, because I know that when I have an issue, guess what? Christy Rye goes up to bat for me. One thing that I'll mention to you guys, here's your $10,000 pearl of wisdom for this meeting, guys. In the last, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 weeks, we've had 3 escrows close here with Jennifer at Castlehead, where the payoffs didn't come from the bank for whatever reason. On one of them, I think the sellers were fighting over a divorce and didn't get their stuff into the bank on time for Jennifer to order that payoff. On another one, the bank was just very delayed and backed up. And then on mine, one of my personal transactions, my seller sent in all of her stuff, but Wells Fargo sold the loan on April 1st. And we thought it was an April Fool's joke, but it wasn't. And so the bank that they sold it to was called SLS, and they said that it would take 10 days to get us this payoff, right? And who wants to wait that long? So I'll tell you what, if you're ever in a situation like this and there's equity, you call Christy Ryan, you call Jennifer at Castlehead, and you say, hey, is there any possibility that you guys can let this fund with a holdback? Okay. And in my specific case, it was about 71,000, and escrow held back. The title asked escrow to hold back 160, and that made it happen. We closed. Everybody's happy. The buyer got to move in. The sellers were cool. She's like, hey, I could wait the 7 or 8 days left for me to get this payoff and get my proceeds, so I don't mind. And they only held back 168, and I think she had about 600,000 in equity. So it's a win-win all around. If you're ever stuck in a scenario like this where you're being held up by a payoff like that, just do that. Have a holdback, and there you go. Off you'll go. So trust me, where there's a will, there's a way, and we found that out. Christina Furneaux, and I can't remember who the other person was, and myself all had that happen in the last 4 weeks. So, all right. Now to wrap up the meeting, guys, a question was asked of all managers on our Friday managers meeting, and they said, are you all in? Are you all in? Is everything that you're doing showing that you're all in? And so I decided, you know what? Let me roll that into my meeting and change it around, because the way that they were posing it was more for managers than for salespeople. But so number one, do you have a marketing plan? That's the biggest thing right now, guys, is a marketing plan. You need to have something going out at least once or twice a month to your clients. You need to be posting stuff on social media. You need to be advertising, right? So if you don't have a marketing plan, you're not all in. It's the second quarter, guys. We had a great first quarter. It's time to plan for the future, and let's have a great second quarter. The way to do that is to have a marketing plan. I'm not going to say any names, but I've had 2 agents join the Buffini plan, and I don't know how much they pay. It's like 100 and something bucks, but I guarantee you by the end of the year, they're going to see business. Prospect Plus, we get like a little postcard from them. It says that they guarantee you 3 sales by the end of the year if you sign up with them. So guys, and all it is simple. It's marketing. They're putting your name out there, right? So if you have a marketing plan, you're going to get more business. It's that simple. So let me ask you this. Did you contact at least 50 people yesterday? Last night I was sharing these questions with one of my buddies that's not in real estate, and he goes, oh my God, 50 people. No, are you crazy? And I said, you know what? If you want to make $250,000 in the year as a real estate agent, you need to be contacting 50 people. You know who does that religiously? Renee Nava. Renee Nava does that, and that's why he was in probably not our top 35, but I think he was like top 40, And I don't want to disclose how much Renee Nava made last year, but I guarantee you it was at least over 200,000. So are you contacting at least 50 people? And, did you do it yesterday? Yesterday was Monday. Number 3, have you mailed your sphere in the past 12 days? We're in the second quarter, right? 12 days into the month. Did you mail your sphere? Have you sent something out? Have you contacted them? Did you send a text? You guys can now do like a text blast on your iPhone and actually make it to where it seems like you're sending it just to that person. So you could do a text. And you guys remember this. I've sent you guys texts in the past to the meeting, and it'll just say, hey, Renee, just wanted to share with you, I have a new listing coming up. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Costa Mesa. And I was, wondering if you knew anybody that would be interested, let me know. Right. So wait, did I jump one there? You know what? I guess I was doing it to see if you guys are paying attention. 5. There was no 4. Are you dressing for success? Do you look like you stand out? I'm going to share a story with you. I took Tim Rush to lunch a couple of days ago, and he said that he had these, those, I guess they're made out of plastic or vinyl, and they're kind of ruffled. And, you put them as siding or whatever on like, let's say like an outdoor enclosed patio or whatever. Well, he installed those and they puffed up with the heat from the sun, and they went bad like after installing them for like a month. So he goes down to Home Depot and he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. You can't picture Tim Rush wearing shorts and a t-shirt, can you? But anyways, he's out there and he goes up to the manager and says, hey, you know what? These puffied up, they're no good. I'd like to return them. What can you do? And the guy goes, oh, here's a form, fill it out. In a couple of weeks, you'll get a refund from the company directly, right? He goes, oh, okay, fine. He fills it out, sends it away. Here's nothing back a month later. I can't believe he waited a month. But anyways, he goes with the contractor. And he's wearing a double-breasted suit. You guys know those ones? This is a single. The double's got, more buttons here. So he's looking really sharp, right? He walks in there, goes back to the manager, but I guess a different manager on this day. And he says, hey, man, look, last time I was here, I was told to fill out this form. I sent it away. I never heard anything back. I really need to get this done and over with. And the guy goes, checks in the computer, goes, how would you like to have those at $1 each? He goes, what? He goes, how would you like to have those at $1 each? He goes, well, you know what? I don't want the same ones. I'd like the metal ones instead. I think those will withstand the heat. And he goes, checks the computer. How would you like to have those for $1 each? He goes, great. I'll take 26 of them. So what I'm saying, guys, is the first time, and Tim Rush is a nice guy, but the first time he was in there, shorts and a t-shirt, and he got no respect. And then he comes back in a suit, and then here you go. It got figured out. So how you look is gonna, make a difference on how you're treated. Number 6, does your car make you look successful? I'll tell you what, guys, I have a decent car, I'd like to think, but I don't keep it clean all the time. For whatever reason, it usually takes me an hour to go to the car wash, right? So I sit there for an hour. I know Bruce would say that was a good hour spent because you could prospect with the people that are sitting next to you. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's just a full hour, and it really it's wasted time. So Dave Grimm tells me, hey, over on Walker and Ball, there's a car wash. If you pay $10 a month, you could run your car unlimited times. He goes, I like to run it through once a week. It's quick, it's easy. I don't I don't have to get out of the car. It takes probably about 2 minutes and you're done. And he goes, and then if you sign up for their monthly plan, which is $10 a month or whatever, they put like a little magnetic stripe on your windshield. And when you pull up, it automatically, the gate opens and lets you in. So I went over there and I did that. I signed up for it. So now my car is looking a lot cleaner. So my question to you is, does your car make you look successful? That doesn't mean that you have to drive a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or a BMW. It just means that you have a clean car that looks sharp, because if you show up and your car's all beat up and, maybe one of your tires is the wheel is different from the other wheels, or maybe you've got scratches on your paint, people might think that you're struggling, and that might not be the case. All right, number 7, do you have at least one listing currently? If you don't have a listing currently, you're not all in, and if it's an escrow, that's fine. Then, you're in the game. But if not, you need to go get one. You need to go find a listing. You guys know what the, I'm forgetting what the name is. But anyways, when somebody says to you, oh, I'm going to buy a Honda Accord and I want it white, right? What happens when you go out to the street? You start seeing all the white Honda Accords. What you focus on will appear. So if you don't have a listing, put in your mind, I need to get a listing before the end of the month. And I guarantee you will find it. Number 8, do you have at least 3 buyers currently? buyers are you know, right now there's a handful of buyers out there. If you don't have at least 3 buyers right now, you're not all in. You're not doing the right things. You're not marketing to buyers. I'm telling you, they're the easiest thing to do right now. And honestly, some of them are being turned away because they can't afford to be in this market. You know, they're qualifying at 500,000 and they need to offer 550, that they're priced out of the game. So, but do you have at least 3 buyers? If you do, then you are all in. Number 9, do you have at least 1 escrow? At least 1 escrow. You should have at minimum, if you're part-time, you should have at least 6 escrows a year. If you're full-time, you should have at least 12 a year. Okay. If you don't have at least 1 escrow right now, you need to get to work. You need to get all in. Number 10, are you Googleable? We actually thought last night that is not a word, but it is. So let me show you guys something. Are you Googleable? Okay, there's me. I put Benny Chavez. First thing that pops up, BHHS, right? So what does that tell you? Berkshire Hathaway is actually doing something for their franchise fee. They're putting me at top ranking on Google, right? When you Google my name. The next one is my Facebook. Then I've got a Zillow profile. Then I've got a LinkedIn profile. And that's it. And there's a picture of me. Then you go down, there's LA Home Guy, my website, right? Okay. Let's do this. And if you're not, it's okay, guys. You could fix this. You could become Googleable. I just put LA Home Guy, right? There I am. You see all that? Almost every single hit on the first page. So if I tell somebody, hey, I'm the LA Home Guy, there they go. Check that out. All of my videos. Do you see that? All of my videos. So anyways, let's continue. So if you're not Googleable, you should be. Okay, are you creating videos? That's the other thing, right? Are you creating videos? If you're not creating videos, that's another thing that my buddy said yesterday. He goes, when I Googled you, your videos popped up. He goes, that's great. So here's the thing. If you're making videos, upload them to YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Google. If somebody Googles you, you're Googleable. So you got to start creating videos. If you're not making videos, you need to get over it and you need to start doing them. Don't be shy. Look, there are uglier people out there than you. Okay. So don't say, oh, I'm not a good looking person. I'm not good for the camera. Don't worry. There's uglier people out there that are making videos and getting business from it. So you should too. Number 12, are you creating your own brand? I showed you guys there, LA Home Guy, right? LA Home Guy, that's my brand, right? This one guy, a friend of mine, a business partner, he says, you need to change your name. Well, I'm LA Home Guy. He goes, yeah, but on your Facebook, you need to be a little more catchy. So he said, you should call yourself Benny the Jet Chavez. And Benny the Jet, I think, was a baseball player or a boxer. But I took Benny, whenever I call people, and it was somebody I didn't know, especially like when I'm sending an offer, I'll say, hey, Renee, and again, my name is Benny, like Benny and the Jets. And they'll never forget that. Yeah, hey, I'll be there to show the property today at 10. Great. And your name is, it's Benny, like Benny and the Jets. So have you created a brand for yourself? Feng and Nancy, that's a brand. Believe it or not. I know it's just their names, but Feng and Nancy, it's got a ring and that's a brand, right? So what can you name, I told Marjorie Tyson one day that she should partner up with a couple other gals and they should call themselves the Golden Girls. And that would be a hit. That would be a hit, but it would be up to them whether or not they want to do that. So last but not least, because today is the 13th and it is Bruce's lucky number, and it's also my dad's lucky number, will you take massive action to improve on all of these? Will you take massive action to improve on all of these? Debbie. And Margie wanted me to share something. Will you help me say that? Is it Bader Meinhof phenom?
It's the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon.
Oh, seeing your car everywhere. Okay. Yeah, we had another name for it too. It's the reticular activator. That's the other name for that. And what she's talking about, guys, is like, you know, when you say, hey, I'm gonna go buy a Rolex, right? Then you go to lunch and you spot a Rolex. You go to dinner, you spot another Rolex. You say, hey, I'm gonna buy the new Range Rover. You go on the freeway, all of a sudden you see all the Range Rovers. So what you focus on appears. That goes back to the listing thing. If you don't have a listing and you want one, tell yourself, I'm gonna get a listing and start looking for it, and you'll find it. So please, I hope you guys took at least one of these and you know, try to improve on the ones that you're not doing. And I'm telling you, one of the biggest ones is are you Googleable? I would equate that one to having a fax number on your business card in the 80s. You know, you made it. So, all right, any questions on this? I saw something in the chat. Reticular activating system, correct. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna cut it. Yeah, go ahead.
Vinny, I had a question is, if you're not that Googleable, what can you do to be more Google?
So yeah, so one thing would be you start making videos. Start making videos and posting them to YouTube. That's number one. The other one would be having a website. You know, if you have a website, that's going to rank up there. So let's say if you own johngreer.com and I Google John Greer, that website's going to pop up, right? So now people will be like, oh, wow, I can find this guy. The other one would be social media, Facebook, Instagram, right? Posting those things up. Here, I'm going to show you guys one. Yeah, because I mean, think of your top producers, mother and son team. All right, I don't know if that's them. Well, see, yeah, that didn't work, right? So they need to work on that because they're not easily found that way. Let's do, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but let's do Marjorie Tyson. Okay, look at that. Isn't that great? The first thing that popped up in videos, Marjorie Tyson has a video. Look at that. I mean, these aren't, all of them aren't hers, but she's got like 5 out of 10 or whatever that is. Okay, if you go to all, there she is. Look at that. Marjorie Tyson, BHHS, right? She's got a Facebook, right? She has our address, you know, as that's where she works. Look at her. I mean, she's there.
I'm switching you to details.
She's there. So you know, let's try you, John, just to.
I'm curious.
John Greer. So there you go. You were somebody famous in another life, but yeah, you're not popping up.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, the way to do that would be to get a website and start making videos. You know, and that'll do it. You know, and the more accounts you have out there, the more you'll find. But yeah, you know, people, when they talk to other people about me, they go, yeah, he's the LA home guy. And see, if you were to do that, I pop up. I'm there, you know. So okay, Eduardo Morales wants to see if he pops up. So let's do that. And I bet you it'll probably be his son that'll pop up, and not him. Okay, yeah. See, again, he's not Googleable. That doesn't mean it's bad, right? I mean, he's one of our top 35, you know, but it just means that he's missing out on business from the internet, right? Because the more you're out there, the more people are going to find you. So yeah, but if you notice, when I put Eduardo Morales, real estate came up. If I do that, okay, there he is, right? But I had to go up a notch and put real estate. You see that? But there he is. He's got a lot of stuff on there, but I had to use the word real estate. If you notice, when I do my name, I pop up. I don't have to put real estate. So that's it. It's just, you know, being a little bit more active and, you know, just doing that. So, all right. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for being on the call. We appreciate you. Go out and kick some butt. Let's take care of the second quarter. All right. Thank you.